Well, what better way to round out the year than with some good food? Cooking at home may be your thing, but in a city like Paris, diners are spoilt for choice with amazing restaurants. Often they feature special festive menus designed to awaken the senses ahead of the traditional countdown to midnight. To talk more about this, I'm joined on set by Jason Gouzy, who's a chef at the Michelin-starred Pantagruel and at Panurge. Thank you very much for being with us on France 24.
Thank you very much.
How do you go about preparing a meal for the holidays? What makes it special, and where do you find inspiration?
We find the inspiration inside the season all the time. So, especially for this menu, we use sometimes more luxury produce, maybe caviar, truffle. So, just it's the same level about all along the year. So, it's not totally different. It's the same inspiration. It's the same style.
Right. Well, seafood is particularly popular around this time of year in
Yes,
France.
absolutely.
Lobster also, another luxury item, which I believe that you also feature
Yes,
in your...
absolutely. The lobster is my favorite produce. We work the lobster all along the year. Just we change the recipe with the season, of course. But, in my restaurant, all of the plate is in 3 dish. So we can use the lobster in 3 different plates. So you have the lobster sandwich. We use the arm, and we can in the main dish we use the principle of the lobster and make the sauce, make the juice, and just play with the ingredient about the season. Now is the pumpkin, and maybe next month is the radish.
Okay. Well, I mentioned that many people like to cook at home around this time of year, but it is quite a treat, something special to go to a restaurant for a meal. At your restaurants in Paris, do you see mostly tourists or still a lot of locals for New Year's Eve in particular?
Yeah, you have many tourists because on this time in Paris you have many tourists for visiting. So you have many tourists, but you have the French Parisian, but French come just for the week in Paris, or just for the event in Paris, and he won't come for the restaurants. He don't want to cook for all of the day, for all along the day, and just chill in the good atmosphere.
And you have 2 restaurants, as I mentioned. How does the New Year's Eve menu change between the 2? Because one is perhaps a more refined style, and the other, you said earlier, was like a bistro, even if it's, with several courses for this meal. How does the menu change?
So for the gastronomic restaurant, I told you, we don't change a lot of the style. Is the same level along the year. So just for the bistro is more not difficult, but sometimes it's more fun because we can order the more luxury produce for create a menu just for this fine dining menu, and it's really interesting for the bistro. So and he try to have the same level sometimes than the gastronomic restaurant, and it's really fun for the chef about the bistro.
And I can see some of the pictures on the screen there, the types of dishes that you have available. Are you more inspired at this time of year to stick to the classics, like we often talk about for Christmas or New Year's, the Christmas log, those kinds of desserts? Or are you more inspired to create something a bit different than what we would traditionally have?
I think you have we work the traditional style all the time, French cooking style. So it's the traditional. So it's normal when you work with the season, we have the traditional produce. But yes, we use yes, in the bistro. So yes, we have we have this. The most important is don't forget the memory about the season, and have the signature about the cooking inside the plate, so for create a global experience.
And perhaps this is more the case for Pantagruel, which is the Michelin-starred restaurant that I mentioned. Are you more likely to try to surprise diners with different textures, something that they might not expect? Or is it simply sticking to things that people are used to eating?
Yes, for real, we work in 3 plate all the time. So it's really important when we use the same ingredient inside the 3 plate. So it's really important to have the texture different with the same ingredient, and we can work all of the produce for create this plate. So I think it's become to create a great experience around the same produce, and is the valuation about the produce. So that's what's important.
Well, is that something that you would give as advice to home cooks? I mean, to make the most out of a particular ingredient?
Yeah, I think go to the restaurant. No. I think the most important is have the good moment with your family and your friends. So don't cook a lot of complicated dish. Is most important. Take the great produce and maybe the oyster. Just open the oyster.
Yeah, try and make it shine.
Have the scallops. Just cook on the oven, or take the lobster, cut in twice. Cook on the oven, on the grill. Just put a little bit some butter on the top, and easy to make it, but good ingredients, simply, and good moment with your family or your friend.
All right, sounds like good advice to me. Jason Gouzy from Pantagruel and Pantagruel. Thank you very much for being with us on France
Thank you
24.
very much.